And this tournament is sponsored by some really great sponsors. We have Memory Express, Asus, and eSpot, all great esports supporting companies, and you should all give your support to them if you had a choice, because esports is the greatest thing in the world. Right now, all 12 of you are watching an awesome tournament, and it's all because of these three companies. And I think we should all show our appreciation in considering them over any other brand, because I like to promote stuff. And we are on our way to the finals of this tournament. Stake Complexity is such a great team. It's recently acquired most of Root Gaming. It's always been a strong team in the FPS community, and it's transitioned to StarCraft 2 pretty well. Their most famous player is probably Cole Cruncher, but Stake Life is a very underrated player. He's a great guy, and I'm really excited to cast one of his games. On the other end of the tournament, we have SC2. And I just found out from someone watching our stream, thank you, Aline TV, you're pretty awesome, that Steak is actually called himself that because he actually eats steak before every important match and tournament. But he actually used to be called Stall Life, so this is a very high level player. I've seen him in a lot of big level tournaments, and I'm expecting him to do very well in this match. But SC2 is a great Zerg player in his own right. And we're just waiting on Cole Stake right now. He is busy just for the moment, but this tournament finals match is going to be underway shortly. I'm Loose Fasting. With me right now, even though he's getting a glass of water, is Shinobi. And this is really exciting. Both these players are at least Grandmasters level in their skill. And I can't tell you how excited I am to see them play, because we've seen them both advance slowly but steadily throughout today. They've both been very strong in their winning. Stake actually went through the whole tournament without losing a series, while SC2 did lose a series, actually, to Stake. In their last encounter, SC2 did lose 2-0, and now he fought his way through the losers bracket, and he's back in the finals. And there is $250 worth of prizes in this tournament, so they are playing for real money in Vancouver, Canada right now. It's a LAN tournament. It's not completely online, just the casting is. And yeah, we are going to be starting in a few moments. Just waiting on our players to be ready. Gotta get ready before tournament finals. It's very important to have your hands all stretched out. Maybe take a jog or something. Get the heart rate pumping.
Why would you take a jog before a tournament?
You know,
you'd be all out of breath.
No, you get your heart rate pumping. You don't do it so you're out of breath. You do it so your heart is beating really fast. Your fingers are moving really quickly.
All right, that makes sense.
I know a guy who before every StarCraft game that's quite important has some steak.
That's pretty smart, actually.
Yeah, that's Cole Steak. I just said that to everyone else. I just wanted to say it to you because it's impressive, isn't it?
Does he really?
Yeah, it must get expensive after a while.
Yeah, I mean, unless you just like do steak bites and stuff.
He's actually Stall Life, so he plays a lot of important games all the time. So.
Oh wow.
Steak is a pretty awesome player, and I'm really excited.
I'm happy I get to cast Psycho again. Oh my god.
Yeah, I am really excited to see SC2 and Cole Steak playing today. It's going to be a very, very epic match. We're still waiting on our players. This will commence shortly, so don't go anywhere. Tell your friends, tell your grandma. It's a TVZ in the finals. We started with TVZ, we're ending with TVZ. CG StarCraft 2 tournament in Vancouver, Canada. So how's your water, Shinobi?
It's good. I also grabbed some macaroni and cheese. It's delicious.
How'd you get macaroni and cheese?
I'm just that awesome.
Did you make like Easy Mac?
Yeah.
Oh.
Actually, it's just leftovers, but.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, that was very quick.
No, I've secretly been cooking it during this entire tournament.
That would be really cool if I just had like a grill out, put like StarCraft on the side, just had like auto observe on, and just like flipping my burgers while this is going on.
That would be pretty impressive, and I think I might do that one day because I have my laptop. I have StarCraft installed on it. I can cast from there.
I want to flip your burgers, Shinobi.
Ew,
I know. That was horrible.
that was. Unless, of course, you're cooking for me, then I'm okay with it. I think Cole Steak is cooking up some steak right now. Cool, both three.
Yep, this is a best of 3 for the finals of the CG StarCraft tournament, sponsored by Memory Express, Aces, and Espot, not Esport. Even though this is an Esport StarCraft 2, tell your friends. We only have a few viewers right now. We should have more for these amazing players, and we are starting up very soon.
Boom.
You're not going to be eating mac and cheese the whole time, are you? This is the finals, man. It's too epic to chew.
No way, dude. I'm almost done with it.
I think I want to start us off, man.
Go for it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm excited. Hello and welcome. This is CG Tournament Grand Finals. I accidentally put player cameras on. And in the top left-hand corner, we have my personal man crush, the Red Zerg, SC2, showing very stable play throughout this entire tournament. He's such a safe, such a macro intensive player. And in the bottom right, we have the very famous Complexity Starlife, now going by the name Cole Steak, because he does have steak before every match. And we haven't actually seen Cole Steak play. We haven't been able to cast him yet. And although I've seen a lot of his replays before in other tournaments, I've never casted him firsthand, and it's kind of an honor to be able to do that. And this match is underway right now. Cross positions on Tal'Darim Altar. We've seen every single match so far start on Tal'Darim Altar. It is a large map. It is a very macro-oriented map. But it also has elements that may inspire early aggression, like large choke points at the entrances to the base, and multi-entrances to the base, 2 coming into the natural. So it's a very diverse and balanced map, and it's gaining a lot of popularity in the StarCraft 2 scene. A lot of respect has come out of Tal'Darim Altar.
It's such a balanced map because it's just you can do almost anything. There's just so many expansions that it makes for a long macro game. I mean, you basically won't run out of minerals until like an hour and 20 minutes into the game.
It's very true. There's just so many mineral patches on this. 4 times 4 is 16, so 16 mineral patches. This map has rotational symmetry, and it is pretty damn cool. And Cole Steak doing that wall off that you love so much, Shinobi.
I'm so proud to see him doing that. That means he's going to go for the early expansion, though he is going for a 2-rack, so I think he might be getting some early aggression.
Now this 2-racks aggression against Zerg is very potent. Zerg has to react very well, and they have to be cautious with how many workers they make, how many Zerglings they make when their spine crawler pops up. But it's not necessarily 2-racks aggression. You can do this to secure yourself an expansion very early. You could do it for scouting purposes. And wow, Psycho does see the 2-racks. He does move back. He didn't lose that first worker, which is very important. And I'm really curious as to what this game is going to turn out into. The hatch is almost finished for Psycho already.
Yeah, Psycho's going for the more Spanishiwa style of play, getting that early expansion with the 15 hatch and then the 16 spawning pool. And it doesn't look like he's going to be going for the gas, so I think they're really going to be following Spanishiwa style to the bullet at this point.
That's a very healthy drone transfer right there. And he is instantaneously throwing down a spine crawler as that hatchery completes after he did scout that 2-racks. And he's not pumping Marines quite as efficiently as I expected him to. And he is checking those wash towers. Very good move. You don't want to discount the possibility of early Zerg aggression. But as we see right now, both players playing very safe, looking around, trying to take out the scouts so they can tech up in secrecy. No gas yet for our Zerg player, so there is not going to be speedlings out for a little while. As you said, it is a Spanishiwa-inspired type style of play.
Yeah, you won't see any gas up until about 40 drones. Sometimes I'll be more likely to throw down my first gas at about 35-ish. But you really don't need that, especially if you have the spine crawler in your base. 1 or 2 of them is all you ever really need. 4 at most. against any sort of aggression.
Speaking of no gas, neither player has taken a gas, actually. The Terran player opting to make 2 more racks and a command center instead. And this is very safe, it's very aggressive, and I think that there may be a really interesting timing push coming out. Maybe even a combat shields timing, or... No, that's not true, because there's no gas. Maybe just like a 5 to 7 racks aggression.
Some sort of all-in play? That is a very possible. It's possible goal for him. Just mass marine 5-6 racks, and it's very dangerous, but it's very powerful against the Zerg. And I'd be very interested to see if Psycho goes for his 3rd expansion right now.
After seeing one game of Psycho, I predicted that he would be in the finals, and he was that. There were a lot bigger name players in this tournament, but Psycho just plays so safe. Just watch the way he splits his lings. He takes control of the towers. He puts such a priority on it. He has actually not lost a single ling, even with all of these units on the field. And right now, even though, yeah, Coal Stake is taking 2 gas, so he is going to be taking into something else. It's not going to be just a 4 racks all in or anything like that. And our Zerg player did take a gas of his own, and he is working on Metabolic Boost, which is the Zergling speed upgrade. And it's going to transition to a more macro-oriented game, I believe.
Both players are doing really good at splitting up their armies. Psycho is going to need a lot more Zerglings out on the field now that Coal Stake is taking an aggressive stance on the field, wiping out all of the towers. Psycho being really smart and pulling off his Zerglings as he sees the army approaching so he doesn't lose them.
Yeah, it's very true. Coal Stake has Psycho's number here. He's really concentrating on those towers, and to be perfectly honest, those towers are a big deal in this match. If you know when your opponent is coming, you can prepare, you can throw in a bunker, you can get extra units, you can even get a Banshee out or something crazy like that in time. And I think Coal Stake is well aware of that.
Very smart in grabbing a Baneling's nest. Seeing that he's just going for Marines at the moment, he's definitely going to need those Banelings to fight this. Zergling not going to be able to do exactly enough against this sort of army. Once they're in that big of a bunch, they just destroy Zerglings.
Well, Psycho was able to scout the base of Coal Stake really quickly with that Zergling. He saw the add-ons, he saw that he was researching something. It's probably Stim, and it is Stim. But, I mean, he must think that it's Stim. There are some really interesting combat shield pushes you can do with Mass Marine that have been recently emerging in the Korean scene, but not so much in the North American one. And right now, all of these Marines streamlining towards it. Banelings are not done yet, and we're going to really see how much this complexity player's Marine micro has improved since he started playing. Because here we go, Marines going in. He doesn't want to clump them too much. Those Banelings can do so much, and the Banelings are... He target fires the Banelings, and the Banelings get a good hit off, and half of those Marines go down. But is it enough?
He's definitely going to be forced to pull back off of the creep, and he's probably going to go around. If I was him, I'd send at least 1 Marine to check the 3rd and see if he's throwing that up. But, you know, as a Zerg player... I mean, against a Zerg player, you can almost guarantee that they're 1 base up on you if they're as good as Psycho is.
Psycho is just playing brilliantly this game. As he takes out those Marines, an expansion goes up. He's just showing his might and his control. He only made the minimum amount of Banelings necessary to take out that army, and now moving in with Lings, pulling out very wisely, not going to try to engage that army with that such a small force. And once again, taking the towers. Psycho just relentless in his scouting and his unit control, splitting up the Zerglings in different paths to scout even more. And that 3rd base, as it comes up, is going to put him into quite the economic lead. He does have a 10-worker advantage on our Terran player.
Coal Stake being really smart and staying on even bases with Psycho. He threw down his 3rd command center a long time ago, and he's turning it into a planetary. And I completely agree with that because that one's so wide open.
Although Coal Stake hasn't actually scouted the 3rd base of Psycho, these are players that are very well experienced. They've played lots of games. They're Grandmasters level at the very least. And he could tell just by the timing that the 3rd base is in fact up. So he did do that all on his own. And I like that he's throwing up a planetary fortress so early in the game, only 11 minutes. But right now Psycho is producing a lot of Mutalisks. How many are on the map already? 7 on the map, 3 more on the way, and 10 Mutas is nothing to ignore. You have to really take into account those Mutalisks and throw down turrets. And Shinobi, you're lacking. Shinobi? Okay, so clearly Shinobi has lagged out, so I'll be casting the remainder of this cast once he drops. And we're just going to check really quickly. while this happens.